team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Misses the receiver. Incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Linebacker shifting around now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Will he score here? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Because this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll test the right side here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And now from the pistol formation. Here's the option play. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So it's 3rd and long. 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. One team ready to boot it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a great throw here, and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On the run here, lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Takes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they get set to kick it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They're going to run it here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. The offense going with the hurry up. It's a run to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain across midfield, moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame 14, LSU 0.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. We go with a direct snap. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. If you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff heading left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path to run it down and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, knocked right through. BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Took contact on the throw. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Boy, what a good job by this defense of trying to put pressure on this mobile quarterback. Here's another example of what he can do. He looked like he was going to be down for a loss, and instead is able to fight through it. But I'm going to tip my cap to this defense. They knew what they were facing today, and they're doing a good job of containing him and applying enough pressure to be able to offset this offense.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the running back's got it again. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the return brought down by the coverage team. Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Ball fielded at the 45. And the returner is brought down. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Pitch to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Third down coming up.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. Right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. A bit surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
There's the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They'll hand it off. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT puts them up 13 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
You guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Big pass, here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd down here. Keeping it on the ground here. Runs right over the defender.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. The backs got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just by 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And here comes the punter onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Should be the last play of the quarter. And there's the handoff. Powering through. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 27, LSU 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the 1st down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the 1st down.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win. A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
While they don't connect here, But this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He lets it go on the move. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Going to try to use his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid. Enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play calling here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Snags a quick throw.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to chuck it again. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. No huddle here for the offense.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They can't slow him down. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets rid of it on the move. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Now moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. 3rd down late in the game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the first down, and you keep that clock moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
He's running out of time here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you
got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown, Tigers! It was a foot race, and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense, their first out of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Bringing pressure. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. First down, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This passing game is on fire today. And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
LSU, 21.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets him fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Of course,